Hi. All right. Well, I know that a lot of you have probably, that's thunder, but probably been wondering why I haven't put any podcasts or anything like that up. Um, Simply, I've had to been going to trial and over a pretty big court case, so that's why it's been delayed. So I just want to bring you something that's a video that you can actually see me talk. But what I want to talk to you about this week and, however long, but is Halloween Horror Nights of the year 2015. Now, it's oddly enough that it's thundering and things like that. I'm going to talk about it. So these are going to be like my tips. If you're planning on going to Universal Studios in Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights 2015. Now, I've been going to Halloween Horror Nights since 2002. Yeah, so about 13 years. And so out of my 13 years, and I go religiously or faithfully. I mean, either both really. And once you go, you get totally hooked. You want to just keep going and going and going and going. So, what I know about Halloween Horror Nights this year, this is what I know, that there's going to be 9 actual houses, mazes, however you want to put it. They've been really tight-lipped about it. Like, nobody's saying anything of what it's going to be this year. I do know that there's going to be 5 scare zones. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody has leaked any information about what those are going to be. And I do know that there's going to be like 2 outrageous, shows. So, and those are always good to go to. Now, I know people are like, okay, well, what is exactly Halloween Horror Nights? Because I haven't went. So, this is what it is. When you go to Universal Studios, during the day, it's Universal. It's family oriented. It's the rides, all the other live shows and things like that. It's great. But around 5 o'clock, that's when they shut the park down, and you've got to have your Halloween Horror Night tickets to see the horror. So that's basically what happens. And then from 5 to midnight or 1 or 2, it just depends on, I guess, how many people, how packed it is. Now, I have to say that when I went last year with Eddie Pittman and Angie, that it was very packed. It just seemed very overcrowded, and but they didn't. So now it seems like they've got bigger and more houses, so it kind of thins out the crowd, which is really good. There's a lot of other things with it as well, but I don't know. I'm going to see what it's about this year. Now, I do know that in next year, in 2016, that Universal will be opening up the new King Kong ride. They made the announcement, and that they're also going to be opening up a new hotel, which is going to be a Caribbean-themed resort. It's supposed to be really, really nice. I've seen some sketches. I'll put that up real quick so you can see those. That's the Caribbean themed sketch art there. And what I was going to tell you is too about Halloween Horror Night 2015 is that they're bringing back Jack the Clown. He's making a return. Now, he came a couple of years back, and he's creepy. It reminds me of It from Stephen King almost, but he's just really evil. And so if you are terrified of clowns, or if you know somebody who's terrified of them, yeah, it would be a great laugh. And really, that's what I've found out. You know, about Halloween Horror Nights too. A lot of people wonder should they get the express pass. Yeah, I honestly I would. I would get the express pass for this mere reasoning. Um, if you get it and you're only there for one night, you'll be able to go through everything because you get to skip all the other lines. Now it's kind of expensive, I mean, but if you only got like one night to see everything and you kind of get on it and go, yeah, it's definitely worth it. But if you're going to be there and for a couple nights, it's kind of like, well, I would just get the regular and save you like $75, $95 on, you know. What a lot of people don't realize as well is that, like, at Universal, they have what they call a meal deal. It's not like Disney, but it's sort of like it. They give, like, you can buy it looks like a little credit card type thing, and you get a meal, a snack, and a drink with it. It's the same amount of money, you know, that you would spend if you was just spending cash. I mean, it might be a buck or two cheaper, if that, but I doubt it. But it's good if you got that, and like if you got kids or young ones there, and you're like, you know, you don't want to give them cash or anything, you can just buy that card and say, here you go. If you're hungry, get something. And it's non-refundable. I found that out the hard way because I bought one of them and I got kind of upset with it and I wanted to get my money back, but they told me real quick it is non-refundable. So keep that in mind. If you're going to get it, make sure that's what you're going to get. And here's another thing about these cards. I don't think that they apply during Halloween Horror Nights. They're good during the day, but I'm not sure. It seems like that I had to pay cash for my food and stuff last Halloween Horror Nights. And, you know, basically that's about what I got at the moment. The new thing at Universal, which I haven't seen because I'm going in October, and this is the thing, I want people to go to this, man. I'm trying to talk to family and friends, but for some reason it just doesn't sink in, like, you know, what they're not seeing and experience. Because if you know, you can go to your local Halloween stuff, which is really good, but once you go to Universal Halloween Horror Nights, you're like totally spoiled. You don't even, like, when you go to a local haunted house, you start picking it apart for some reason, and you're like, I don't know, I can't believe I went to this. But needless to say, it's supposed to be, from what I've heard, Halloween Horror Nights is supposed to be very, very good this year. And when I go, I'm gonna bring, you know, my video here, and I'm going to take videos. I'm going to give you more reviews, almost like a weird reality TV show. And then when I'm done with it, like my vacation, I'll come back, and when I get back here home, as you can see from the trees, this is Alabama, and I'll give you a full straight up and review of it. So, all right. Other than that, I think that's about it. I would like to start doing this and giving you little tips and tricks and things like that, because I got tons of them. It's kind of like when you go, you know, for 13 years down there, every year, you learn the nooks and crannies, and I'll be able to give you more of a financial status. Like, for example, I'll just throw this out there real quick. If you had like $900, a budget, and this is my recent financial calculations of it, in which I'm pretty spot on with it. If you had about $900 to spend, and you're like, okay, this is all I got to spend for my vacation, you could stay down there for probably, I would say, 5 to 6 days, and that would cover your Halloween Horror Night tickets, 3 days at Universal, both parks, food, and some souvenir money, and probably going to Disney as well. And speaking of food at Universal, they do have a lot of restaurants. That it's not as much as Disney. I mean, hell, Disney's got over 320 restaurants. I mean, my God. But Universal's got a lot, but it's not as many. But you could go there and spend about 3 days easy, and never eat at the same place twice, like, lunch and dinner. So that's another little tip. So hopefully little tidbits of things like this is what I'll be able to give you, and you can just watch this and stuff. So other than that, I'm totally stoked about Jack the Clown being there at Halloween Horror Nights, and hopefully I can get some people to go. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And probably before I actually, no, I want to do this. Before I let you go, I'm going to show you what a scare zone is before I sign off here or get off of this video. And a lot of people don't know, like, there's a house, a haunted house. But right here, you gotta go, well, I should say right here, there's like a scare zone. So you have to walk through this scare zone to get to the haunted house. So what I'm gonna do is show you what a scare zone is. And this is from last year, year 2014, and it's the Purge. It's the Purge, Anarchy, and you had to walk through that to get to Alien versus Predator and something else. So that's what I was talking about earlier, the mazes and the scare zones. Alright, well, I'm going to be back probably next week, hopefully, and I'll give you a review or more tips and tricks and things like that. Maybe how to save a few bucks here and there, because Orlando, God bless it, it's expensive. Alright, here, look, I'm going to leave y'all with the Purge Anarchy, and I'm going to get out of here before the rain starts up. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, because there's God knows what I'm going to be doing next week or showing or talking about. So, alright, man, I will see y'all next time. Hit subscribe and enjoy and watch Anarchy Scare Zone. See y'all next time. This is me at Halloween Horror Nights.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Lets us cleanse or purge our streets of those unwanted, those unnecessary and unneeded. And I see that our friends in the city have gathered 3 of these items for us this evening. This looks a little stunned, but these 2 look like they've put up a bit of a fight. You know, there really is no need to fight or run or hide. Your lot has been set. You will be purged. It's only a question of by whom. And this is when we go to you. We will auction all 3 off as a group. Once we set the bidding price, there will be 4 places available to head off to the arena with these 4. So let's find a price. We'll start with $100,000. $200,000. Do I hear 2? 200,000. 300,000. 350. 4. 5. We all go to 5. We're setting a price of $500,000 for the 3 of them. Right here, you get the very first spot. Congratulations, sir. Welcome back to the Purge. We have 3 more places available. Ah, yes, lovely Carly with her chainsaw. That was your dad's, wasn't it, dear? Wonderful to have you back with us. 2 more places available at $500,000. Oh, yes, right here, young lady. I believe you're new to the Purge, aren't you? Welcome. I think you're going to find that once you find that weapon of choice, once you make that connection with it, oh, it's like an old friend you can't wait to meet year after year. Am I right, Purgers? And we have our 4th and final spot available right here to the young man in the plaid shirt. Yes, you and your group, congratulations. We'll see you at the arena. A nice big round of applause for everyone on their fine purchase this evening. Happy hunting, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the killing may now commence.